Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bowmaster619 here, coming to you with another fun spirit tasting. I know it's supposed to be Spirit Saturdays, but it's a Sunday, and this one is just Ledoux It. Double cask straight whiskey finished in wine barrels. That's something that I know a lot of whiskey companies, rum, it, just about any kind of distillery, if they can get their hands on any kind of a wine barrel, whether that be port, Pinot Grigio, whatever. A lot of companies are starting to distill, or not distill, age their whiskeys in those barrels. It adds a completely new layer of flavor to them. This one in particular says 1890. I'm assuming that might be when the company was founded. I'm not sure. I don't have all the information on this one, unfortunately. Wyoming proud, Ledoux inspired. This is an offering for those who crave peace of mind and elbow room and love to smell the sage in bloom. For those who long to ride the range beneath these western skies, this one is for you. To create this unique handcrafted spirit, we take a Kentucky straight whiskey aged no less than 4 years, and then finish it in just Ledoux It premium wine barrels. It is then bottled with crisp, clean water straight from a Rocky Mountain aquifer at over 7,600 feet in altitude. Finished and bottled by 1890 Spirits. Laramie, Wyoming, USA. Now, this came from a really fun road trip that I took with the boys earlier today, where we went to Wyoming, who would have guessed, to a very fun buffalo ranch, or excuse me, bison ranch, which was really cool. We went on a train ride, got to feed a bunch of the buffalo, these weird, like, pellet things, which was kind of fun. Got to learn a bit of history up there. And I hope this one is worth it because this bad boy was $74. And so that's off. Let's see. Where does the... Always the fun part getting them open, right? Love that sound. Whew. Get that slight little tingle I always get when I smell alcohol. Whew, that is so much more smooth than most of the whiskeys I'm used to smelling. Ooh, this one is batch number 22. Blub, 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 blub. All right, give it a chance to breathe. Oh, wow, that has such a good fruity smell to it. Probably, again, from the wine barrels it was finished in. I can smell the grape. I can smell what seems to be apricot, almost a little bit of citrusy in there. Almost like orange. Wow. Okay. Smell, smells amazing, but holy crap, does that punch you in the gut. Woo! Good smooth finish, though. Yeah, the first initial hit of it is kind of rough, but this finish is very smooth. All right, down the hatch. Okay, shot is much more smooth than the sip. Huh. This is a very surprisingly mild flavor profile for this. Again, a slight touch of fruitiness, teeny bit of that grape in there from the wine. I'm not getting any of that apricot. In a way, it reminds me a little bit of Ace's High. Anytime I have a mild whiskey, that's one of the best examples I can give to kind of compare it to. Just because Ace's High was a very mild one. It was almost a yellow color rather than the nice kind of caramel brown that you typically see in a whiskey. And that's kind of what that was. It still had obviously the kick of the alcohol, just like any kind of whiskey or spirit does, but not an overbearing flavor profile. again, just from the smell alone, I've got the apricot, the fruitiness, the citrusy, maybe a hint of leather, which makes sense since it's a Western kind of ranch themed one. But yeah, overall, that's actually quite a nice one. I have no idea how widely this particular one is dispersed because I don't think I've ever seen this in any Colorado liquor stores. And like I said, we went to Wyoming today and found it up there. Again, very expensive bottle, but yeah, overall not bad. This video is quite a bit longer than my usual tasting videos, but I think it was well worth it because this is a genuinely good one. So if you manage to get up to Wyoming and you can find just Ledoux, give it a try. Just do it! Anyone remember those memes? So, thank you all so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be having more videos coming out hopefully soon. Until next time, take care.